What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily horoscope for January 20th, 2021. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. What a day we have in store for us. First of all, this is the final day that I'll be posting these dailies on YouTube. The weeklies are going to the website. The dailies are going to the website. We're going to have a monthly show on the website, a weekly show for the collective astrology, as well as an open chat forum, and that is live. So I'm going to put a link below this video. I love you so much if you support me. I love you so much if you don't. Stick around here if you don't go to the website, though, because I still will be putting out content here, just not as frequently. So we'll have like a new show, whether it be a weekly horoscope or a live show. I'm going to do something to still keep the channel going, to still keep the content coming out for free to anybody who wants to see it. But I do appreciate anyone who wants to come support the site and support the horoscopes. I want to build something really cool over there. So I know that YouTube's very convenient. It's an app, right? And I have visions, I want to create an app for the site. I want to create a really big community. I have my North Node in Aquarius, and I want to bring people together, but I have to acquire more resources to be able to do that. So by supporting my horoscopes and joining me on that site for $5 a month, you're helping me get there. You're helping us all get a place where maybe we can all really express ourselves freely and get truth out and information and have a new place to hang out, if you will. So really looking forward to it. I love you all very much, and I do hope to see you on the website. Link will be below to join that member area. Hope to see you there. Let's jump into the chart and talk about some astrology now. I brought this chart up. This is 12 p.m. Washington, D.C. This is the Placidus chart for the event. The inauguration's going down. So it's very interesting, this chart. And I'm just going to break down a little bit of this because it's just a big event, right? And we have big energy. There's wild stuff going on as above. So what is going to play out so below on such a big day? And I find it really fascinating that the sun is at 0 Aquarius and it's going to move to 1 degree, but it is at 0 Aquarius where Jupiter and Saturn met on December 21st. So I think that's of big interest. We have the moon at 29 Aries, which is where Mars was the day of January 6th when all that went down. It just seems like there's going to be a replay of energy here. Like, what is it going to bring us? Well, a lot of 10th house. The 10th house is the public image, right? It's society. It's what everybody sees. It's the norms. But everything's in Aquarius. So how normal is it going to be? I don't know. We do have Saturn ruling that 10th house in this chart. So it's a very strong Saturn in Aquarius. And we're looking at Mars here, debilitated on Uranus, exact conjunction, squaring Saturn. Mars and Uranus is a wild rebellion. People are pissed off. There's something, people are not going to be, I don't think the general public is going to be happy with whatever comes out today. I think that it's going to be completely out of left field. Nothing's going to look as it seems. Or, maybe Lady Gaga gives an amazing performance for the inauguration, like a Super Bowl halftime show, because that's kind of weird too, let's be honest. Like, they're having like entertainment performers supposed to. Anyways, that's just weird in itself, but maybe that's what we're going to see. It's a wild chart. And we look at Neptune squaring the nodes for this inauguration. Tight. Look at that. 1904, 1855. That is 9 minutes of geometry. I mean, Neptune is exactly squaring the nodes right now. What direction are we about to go in? And how much of it is an illusion? And how much of it is real? And we talked about those Sabian symbols yesterday. It just looks like there's going to be there's going to be some sort of, nothing's going to go as it looks or as it seems or as the media is portraying it. There's something more, and it just feels that way deep within me. And I don't know. We have Saturn sextile Chiron. Will we see some sort of healing? And will it be based around independence and freedom? Will it be a new structure and a new way of looking at our government? Maybe the government will be put into a place where the public actually like sees something that goes on, that actually sees some truth behind maybe some of the fog, or is it just all going to be fog? So it's a very strange energy. I think when you look at Jupiter squaring Mars and Uranus, you're really looking at inflated beliefs of what society should look like, just getting radically shifted and changed in unpredictable, unseen ways. And I think people are going to be shook. I think people are going to be, they're going to have their values, their beliefs, their whole reality is, today's a day where the whole reality can be shaken up because of this inauguration, because of this event. There's just too much edgy, there's too much wild, eccentric, out of the ordinary energy for this day to go just as planned. And I think that Ceres on Neptune is important to look at. I think that there's some sort of like saving grace in how we can nurture ourselves through spirituality and through really connecting to the more sensitive parts of ourself, and the more sensitive parts of where we connect with Neptune in the 11th house, like the people that do see the way and that do align with our own beliefs and our own systems of our own individuality, and connect with that energy more than getting lost in the show. So it's a wild day. It's hard to really, we do have Venus sextile Neptune. Venus rules the ascendant of this chart. So I think it kind of comes back to us finding our own identities through our spirituality, through the structures that we want to create in this life, through our own sort of unique value system, because it doesn't look like what we've all known society to be is just going to be. It looks like we're in a radical shift, a radical change. So we'll see what comes up. I think when it comes to our personal lives, with that moon in Aries finishing up, moving into its exalted position of Taurus throughout the day, meeting with Mars and Uranus, and squaring, this is the moon's going to be squaring Saturn, squaring Jupiter, squaring the sun. So we have the first quarter square of the sun and moon today. What's this world going to bring out when it comes to the way we take care of ourselves, to the way we find our own confidence, to the way we like ground ourselves in our own emotions? I think we have to really, I don't think there's any way to, I think we're all going to kind of see what takes place. I don't think it's going to be hidden. It's just two 10th house. Like everybody's going to see this. So like in some way, shape or form, there's like no way to disconnect from this day fully. But I think we can, in a sense, work out ways to step into new ideals, to step into new, unique, and authentic places within ourselves that feel of the ultimate value. And how can we act on those? How can we go into those realms today? Maybe we have to take a radical turn in our own lives to go in a new direction. And I think that's where a lot of this is going, is just a new direction, whether it comes to politics or what the world's doing. We're going in this different direction. What's it going to look like? I don't know. But can we still be nurturing to ourselves and have the value in our own lives to get through it? And I think that that's very important. But, whew. Neptune and Venus, I think there's a beauty in Ceres. I think there is definitely a beauty with that sextile. I think that the beauty is the structure and the values within yourself. within what you can build, what you can create for yourself, and to not get too fired up. I think this can be a day where people get really fired up and might just not know what's going on, especially with Neptune squaring the nodes as tight as it is. I mean, this is tight. We're getting a major call from Spirit as a collective to go towards something different. But are we just going to stay in old beliefs, even if something wild comes out and something wild shifts and turns? So what do we believe in, right? Do we believe in our own sovereignty, what we can create, how we can make our environment great? Or do we believe that our environment is only a product of what other people tell us it is? And I think that the more you believe that what other people tell you, whether it be a politician or anybody in life, that's kind of South Node in Sag, being told by some guru or some teacher what the world looks like or what you need to know. It's not so much about that. It's about really how you can find your own independence, your own individual truth, your own individual value, your own unique sovereignty of yourself. And that's how you liberate through this in a very powerful way. And I really do believe, especially with Mercury sextile or trine the North Node and sextile the South Node, like we're getting all the push in our mind to make different choices and to be able to go in different unique directions for ourselves and to connect to the people that we want to connect with. We can disconnect from what we don't want to do if it doesn't feel like it's on the path. And I think that you just need to understand what your path is and where you want to go. I don't believe there's a right or a wrong path, but we got to disconnect from the shaming of other people who aren't on that path and just connect with the people that want to innovate and go into a new world that's exciting and who wants to pivot. Because I think if you can't pivot and you can't switch things up right now, this is just where your mind is going to be in the weirdest place it's ever been. So we really have to focus on what's new. I don't think we want to just stay in old beliefs anymore. We're switching all that up. And this sun at 0 degrees is really activating, it's illuminating that Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. So these are wild, unpredictable times that we're in. Anything can happen today. How can we go about today with an open heart? How can we not get lost in whatever illusion does show itself, but still be objective with the North Node in Gemini, still look at what's happening and be able to come to some sort of truth within ourselves that's more individual, that's more about our own freedom of what we want to create in our own environment, in our own reality. I think that's the ticket here. But today is intense. It's extreme energy. It's probably a day that nobody will ever forget. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what comes of it. But I think that the more we can release what everything needs to look like, because that's Aquarius, right? It doesn't want to just do what everybody else is doing. It doesn't want to just do what society's doing. And I think that's really getting illuminated. So it's just a different time. And if you think that because you're doing what everybody else is doing, these are the experiments in life that are going to backfire. And that goes, you can go down the list of our reality right now, but the more you can tap into yourself, your own inner truths, your own spirituality, the more you're going to know exactly where you're divinely meant to go. And you're not going to get lost in the spell. You're not going to get lost in the illusion. Be present, be aware. It's a wild day, and how this will affect us on our own individual lives is up in the air too, because of different opinions and beliefs and just how we're going to handle this situation. So this is a big test from the universe to really see how far we've come. Are we ready to be sovereign? Are we ready to be free within our own lives? Or are we going to keep going down the old path of what we've been told for years, for generations? Or are we going to innovate into new ways and come together as humanity, because that is Aquarius too. It comes together, but it's by going in a new direction, breaking away from the old, disconnecting from that to connect to something better, that's better for the people, that connects everyone. We'll see what today brings. It's going to be a wild one. This would be National Popcorn Day, if you will. So get the popcorn ready, because this movie is about to get pretty interesting. We'll see what happens. I love you all very much. I appreciate you so much for being here. I will pull a tarot card. I almost forgot, but I won't. The Empress upright. And I pulled from the zombie deck because today just feels like a zombie apocalyptic kind of day. It's the Empress. We need to nurture ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to not lose ourselves in the world beliefs, in the world stage. Be aware, be present. Like I said, I don't think we're going to be able to hide from this. It's to 10th house, to Aquarius. Humanity, the public, is going to see something. Will it just be some normal show? I guess that's yet to be seen. I know a lot of people, I see it on social media, tend to think it will be something really wild, right? I tend to believe it will too, as I've said here, but those are also beliefs that can be shattered. So you have to go about this just letting God play the show and being able to nurture and take care of yourself. However that show plays out, whatever turns that show takes, you have to be able to come into yourself and know that you're taken care of by the universe, because you have the confidence and you have the value of yourself. And nothing outside of you can take that value away unless you let it. And I think that's a big key today. I love you all very much. I really do hope to see you on the website. I appreciate you for watching and for being with me on YouTube up until this time. And I hope to see you again in the future. You have all my love, all my best, and we will see where humanity goes today. Take care, everybody. Peace.